to all. I will briefly speak about the situation concerning cannabis in Germany. In the year 1994, the Federal Constitutional Court ruled that the addictive potential of cannabis products is classified as very low, and the legend of cannabis as a starting drug was tested wrong by different scientific studies. Nevertheless, the cultivation, the production, trade, import, export, disposal, sale, acquisition and possession of all plant parts of cannabis are prohibited in Germany in accordance with paragraph 29 of the German Criminal Code. From the 1960s onwards, cannabis has been consumed by more and more people, especially by young people. This has led to the criminalization of a whole generation. Even the consumption of narcotics was and is not forbidden in Germany. From the legal perspective, the consumption of drugs is regarded as self-harm, which means that one can consume drugs without having bought or possessed them in a legal sense. Therefore, a positive test is not seen as a criminal act. But the acquisition of cannabis is, as already mentioned, a criminal offence. Therefore, the acquisition and consumption of cannabis can have very unpleasant consequences for the consumer in Germany. But there are a few exemptions. An authorization for the acquisition of cannabis may be issued for scientific or other purposes related to the public interest. Since May 2011, cannabis is legalized for the use of the production of pharmaceutical products. The cultivation of cannabis plants is allowed in Germany only for types with a very low THC content, and it's only permitted to farmers with special permits and under strict conditions and controls. Since the beginning of the year 2009, there have been the first exemptions for the medical use of cannabis. And since March 2017, sick people in Germany can receive marijuana on prescription, and in most of the cases it is paid by the health insurance. After decades of ignorance of the suffering of countless people, the German government has finally reacted, thanks to the increased pressure from courts and activists. The Deutsche Bundesbank has approved this new law for cannabis with a large majority, and more than 80% of the German population support this step. It was a good step in the right direction and provides for many sick people the safe access to their medication. And the new law makes Germany to one of the leading countries in the field of cannabis used as medicine. But this is not enough. This is not enough, as there are many reasons for a complete legalization of cannabis, such as the protection of young people and consumers, combating the criminal black market, tax revenues and less work for the police and courts. And it makes for me really no sense to allow, for example, alcohol, but no cannabis. I like to see a change in the existing policy and say therefore free the hemp and legalize it. Thank you for your attention.